Welcome back, friends, to the second video of tuberculinum. Now, in the first part, as we saw the excessive energy of TUB, how does this manifest in different ways? This excessive energy inside, when it is not channelized in a proper way, how it can take different dimensions. Okay, because these kind of energies, who want to go out of the way and do things which are not done, which is never seen by people, and they want to have their own set of ideas and innovative things and all that. It is very good to listen to. It is very good to see others doing it. But when it comes on your own child, when it comes to somebody whom you are connected to very much in a relationship, so then you won't accept all this. Okay, practically speaking, it won't be accepted, that your wife doing something which other wives don't do, or your husband doing something that other husbands do not do, because we have a mindset, and based on that mindset we expect from our partners, we expect from our child. And if they have their own different way which other child does not do, oh, his son is so good in keyboard, oh, his son is so good in dance, oh, her daughter got so many marks in science. So our child does not want to do anything related to what other children are doing. He or she wants to do something else, which is very weird, and which I have not heard or seen any of other children doing. So accepting it is such a task. And when TUB is a member of such family, so when every time he will be said, no, you cannot do this, and TUB will be, no, I cannot accept it. Okay, and anger, contradiction from has to be there, naturally it has to be there. Okay, then contradiction, intolerant of, violent from anger, from contradiction, and anger throwing things around, anger getting violent, contrary with parents. Parents are someone who are channelizing. Parents are someone who are putting him on track and telling him that do this and don't do that. So parents could be one own partner, parent could be a teacher, parent could be parent per se, and the child of TUB will be just contrary, means if they say go right, he will go left. If they say go up, he will go down. If they say you study science, he will study maths. So this is the contrary nature towards his parents, because his parents are always trying to bind him, and he will do everything that is opposite of what the parent is saying. Destructiveness with suppressed emotions. Emotions are so much suppressed that it leads to destruction. That destruction could be inside, or it could be manifested to the outside world. Destructiveness alternating with mildness is there in tuberculinum. Single TUB is there. Now, in TUB, breaking others' valuable things is very peculiar aspect of TUB. When I prescribed TUB for the first time, and that was my first session in Thane that I had taken, and I was just married at that time, and it was way back in 2008. 8 or 9, I can say, and that time TUB was not taught to me by anyone, so I had no idea how to use this remedy. One day what happened, that there was a small child in my clinic. A set of parents had brought that child for recurrent cold, cough and fever. Now I was observing that child. They were from a very well-to-do family, because the father was a movie director. So there was no lacking when it comes to materialistic requirements. But the thing was that the time given by the parent to the child was lacking. okay, how much time they spend with the child. Now this child was hardly 3 years of age, and when he was sitting in front of me, he was on his father's lap, and I was talking to the parents, and he was trying to touch my laptop, the keys. I very softly removed his hand, and I continued conversing with the parents. Then after some time, he again removed his hand and he tried to touch the keys. Then very gently I again removed his hand. Then he tried to touch the camera. Okay. Then his father removed his hand. And then when he saw that father is removing hand, he again tried to touch the camera. Again father removed his hand. And you know, while doing this, the interesting part was that he was making a noise. And the noise was like, ah! And then he would go and touch the keys. And then when I removed, he would do, ah! And then he would touch the camera. And then when his hand was removed, he would do, ah! So I was like, what is this noise he's making again and again? Because of that noise, we were not able to converse very smoothly. So I was like, this has to be something peculiar. I was searching for shrieking, because that noise was really shrieking to my ears, and I had learned about shrieking aid for and shrieking help for in different seminars by our masters. So I was like, shrieking is there in this child, because he's really penetrating, the noise is really penetrating my ears. So I was seeing for a shrieking rubric. Okay, and in that I found idiocy with shrill shrieking. I was like, yes, this shrieking is shrill, because it's really very, very sharp shriek. It is not a very soft shriek. Shrieks are of different types. This was a shrill shriek, the kind he was doing. So then in idiocy with shrill shriek, I found tuberculinum. I was like, let me just ask other aspects of tuberculinum. And then I saw that he was, then after the hand was withdrawn, he wanted to move around, and every time he was withheld, that there was no space. I used to practice in a small polyclinic where there was hardly space for a child to walk around. So then again he used to, and the mother had to take him out, and then the father was narrating, then the father had to go out and manage him, and the mother was narrating. This is how it happened. And I was like, let me just give him tuberculinum, and I gave him, and to my surprise, it really worked so well. The fever went, the cough cold went, and the recurrent episodes also gradually stopped. Obviously it must have come later on, but as he was getting every 10 days, it did not happen. For next 3 months he did not have an episode of cold and cough. So that was something very surprising for me, and it gave me a big push that I can use tuberculinum. And then what happened, that there was a girl who came in. That girl was hardly 6-7 years of age, and she was also brought for fever at that time, acute episode of fever. Okay, and the complaints were recurrent in her case as well. And the background of this girl was very, very bad. The family background, the kind of interrelationships her parents shared and her grandparents and the parents shared amongst each other. There used to be constant fights and abuses and violence in the house, and this girl was just the opposite of this aspect of her house. She was a very vivacious girl, and she was a girl who would put lipstick and who would admire herself and say, when I took this lecture on TB, I told sir that, sir, I told Dr. Milendra Rao sir that, sir, I want to take on tuberculinum. And I was so excited to take on tuberculinum, because after studying something, when you have explored something and when you want to share for the first time, there is always an excitement, and this excitement you should always keep alive. And it could be just only for homeopathy, or it could be for anything in the world. when you have learned something, just share it with others. And the kind of energy we transfer, and the energy, then the vibrations that we get from people, that will really take you ahead in life. So ahead in your profession, especially. So when I learned about tuberculinum, I shared it with sir, and then I told him that I want to share it. And the character in movie, I was searching that which character will suit TUB, and I messaged sir in the night at 4 a.m. when I came to know that we had seen the movie Jab We Met. Okay, and after seeing the movie, I was like, I found my character, and I messaged sir ki, sir, can I explain TUB on the basis of Kareena Kapoor's character in Jab We Met? And he was like, yes, why not? So I started exploring more about this character, and then I found that there is a kind of excitement that they have every time. Anytime something new happens, or anytime they come across a stagnancy, they want to do something which is exciting, and that change desire for is there, and that changeability in the situation, that excites them. Actually, they look forward for change, with a lot of excitement. It is not that they will crib and they'll withhold that anger, and they will do something destructive every time, but they will look at it with a new charm, and oh wow, my train is gone, and I'm on a new station, I'm with a new person, and this and that, and I'm responsible for my acts. And that's what tuberculinum is all about. So this was there, and there was another child later on. This was much later. So after exploring this, then I started listening about tuberculinum from a lot of people, and then there was this child who came, who belonged to a homeopathic physician herself, and her family background was also just terrible. There were constant fights and abuses going on in the house, and especially between the mother and the grandmother. And after all this, the impact on the child happens, such, because these are the common scenarios that have come across. So obviously there is some impact on the behavior of the child, this kind of restlessness that the mother is not able to exhibit. Maybe the child carries that energy in itself, that want to change, want to move around, and don't want to stay confined and in the same situation, maybe that kind of energy. So when again the small child of around 2-3 years of age, and not wanting to sit at one place, so I moved into another clinic, and in that cabin there was more space to move around. So the mother was describing about herself and about the child as well, and meanwhile the child is just moving around. The child mother is holding the child in the lap, and the child is again going down and again moving around. The child is mother is again holding, and the child is again going down and moving around. And then this is what was going on. And the child is going on the right side, then going on the left side, then going behind, then the child is going under the chair, then from under the chair the mother is holding the child, and the child is going under the table. This was the changeability. It was not just playfulness, it was beyond playfulness. So in playfulness the child engages in something, okay, but here the child is not engaging in one thing, the child is moving around. This is TUB. Okay, so there was another case of Dr. Nikhil Khedekar. That was a very lovely case, and I really salute to his kind of thinking, the thought process that he carries. There was a boy in his clinic who was having a very severe discharge from some of the injury in his leg, in his lower limb, and that was not healing at all. He had given some other medicine also previously, and some other treatments were also done, but that discharge, that injury was not stopping. The discharge was just oozing constantly. The only way to stop the discharge, what he found and he observed, was that tie it tightly, to keep it tied up. Only when the leg was tied up, the discharge would stop. Okay, and this was the only way they found. So then he linked this to the understanding of tuberculinum, that they have to be tied down, they have to be tied, how the child has to be again holding the child. So that is how again and again tying the injured area, so that the oozing does not take place, so that the energies inside don't come out, they don't get manifested. And on this understanding he had given tuberculinum, and it healed the ulcer or the injury, whatever it was, and it really stopped oozing without tying down. Okay, and the kind of innocence he had observed in the child, and how the child was very affectionate to talk to, very very friendly, outgoing, and everybody loved that child. This is how that Kareena Kapoor character, when I remember, I am my favorite. So when you are your favorite, everybody loves you. So you have to be your favorite and not just expect others to keep loving you. Okay, there will be times when they are neglecting you, when they are upset with you, and when they are angry with you, or when they really hate you. But that all won't matter if you really love yourself. Just keep yourself as priority, and everything will fall in place. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. So that, keep that hope and keep that love for yourself alive every time. So this is what TUB is all about. And I can also recollect one case of Dr. Mayuresh Mahajan of infertility. He had mentioned just last year in the lockdown period, and everybody was so fascinated with this case, that that lady didn't want to have a child per se, although she had come for infertility treatment, but she didn't want to have a child at subconscious level, because she really valued her sense of freedom, and she really valued the kind of activities she does, and what more she can do in her life if she does not have a child, those adventurous trips and doing this and that, whatever, blah blah. So this is what TUB is all around. They don't want to get tied up, because after getting pregnant and after being a mother, you have to be confined to your limitations in your home and taking care of the child and your household affairs. So this is what TUB does not want at all. So these are few examples of TUB, and there is another aspect to it, that if they are not allowed to do, then, or there is a shamelessness in them, where they don't think before doing, touch impelled to touch everything, as in the child was there. I'm just saying few rubrics. Irritability immediately when opening eyes on waking, that why is that irritability is the irritation, that I am in this place again, and now I'll be restricted, and they won't allow me to do this, because they are full of ideas on waking. As soon as they realize that, oh, I'm here again. So kicking in anger, kicking in sleep, malicious, hurting other people's feelings. When does this happen? When you are hurt by others, and when you are put down or restricted by others, that is when they also want to hurt other people's feelings. Manipulative, masochism, bites his own arm, mutilating his body, pulling own hair from pain. This anger of tuberculinum, they are not able to express to others. If they are not able to throw out, they throw it on themselves. They hurt their own selves. So destructiveness alternating with mildness is in this way, that they get destructive and then they get mild towards others also. They will not want to really commit a crime and go out of the way to make a blunder of others' lives. They they remove all their frustration on their own selves. That is the masochism of tuberculinum. And as well as another aspect of masochism of tuberculinum will be that burning candle at both ends. This is the way they live their lives, that they burn candle at both ends. They sleep late, they wake up early, they work round the clock, and they will just waste away their energy, and they just do everything that whatever their heart desires, they keep on doing. They will do double duty, they will do 2 to 3 kinds of jobs, you know. They will wake up early in the morning, they will be a newspaper vendor, then they will go to office, they'll be doing accounting work, then in the night they will be driving a taxi. This is how tuberculinum works, man. These kind of people who are doing different types of jobs in just 20 hours, 4 hours they'll sleep. So this is how they are exhausting themselves. This is the masochism also, where they are just, you know, not caring for themselves. They are depriving their energies, and they are just physically they are, and mentally they are exhausting their energies. Then striking when reprehended. You know what is reprehended? One is reprimand, when you're scolded, when you're told that, oh, you have done this, you cannot do this. You know, why did you go out on a party when I had told you not to go? So this is reprimanded, that today you cannot go on a party. How can you ask me to go for a party? No, you have your exam tomorrow, so you just cannot go. So reprimand is when you are scolded, and reprehended is when you are restricted or with the scold, that you cannot go is reprehended. Why did you go to the party is reprimand, that you have already gone and come and now you get the scolding. Reprehend is when you are not allowed to do, when you are restricted, you are scolded as well as restricted. No, you cannot eat cheese today, you cannot eat a burger today, you cannot go to McDonald's today. So when you are reprehended, you are bounded, you are restricted, and that is the time when TUB strikes. Okay, striking, knocking his head against the wall, so and things. So again, when do we strike our head against wall and things? When others do not get it, and we just remove all the frustration on our own self. Restlessness, driving from place to place, must move constantly, restlessness from pain. So again, this excitement alternating with dullness, cheerful alternating with sadness. So when they are reprehended, so this is the time when they're excited, then they become dull. When they're cheerful, then they become sad. When they're laughing, they're weeping after anger. So this is how sensitive, want of sensitiveness in their moral feeling, want of. So one character that I could recollect was this self-control, loss of impulse, morbid to run. You know, they just keep running. It's an impulse. So I had seen this movie of Shahid Kapoor. It's in South Indian movie, Kabir Singh, in which the way he has, after he lost his love of his life, and then how he's changing himself constantly, going from here to there and doing different things, and just mutilating his body, and that is the masochistic behavior, and that is the change that he's undergoing constantly, without harming people per se, but he's harming himself more than he's harming others. So this is a part of tuberculinum, a way how you can understand it, and the last part is remaining, which we can cover up always in the next video, and that will be the last video of TUB. So I just hope you find it useful. So do like, comment and subscribe, and see you then. Bye.